Hey, I'm Tracy Byrnes with the Fox Business Network. Welcome to my favorite time of the week. Wine with me. We get to talk wine. We get to talk Italian wine. We have a heroic person with us today. Heroic because 30th generation of wine sitting right here. Lamberto Frescobaldi, actually newly dubbed president, of the Marchesi Frescobaldi family. Congratulations on that. I kind of thought you had the title for a while now. 30th generation.
Yes, 30th generation, and my kid's 31st. So it's quite some time. I was a kid when everything started.
Do you think your kids will go into it?
I hope so. Yeah. I guess that as my father did for me, then he never actually asked me, you should do it. It came out pretty much naturally, and it happened.
Because somehow you went from Florence to UC Davis.
Yes.
How does that happen?
I needed some air. And,
or you needed to, did you really go to learn about all this stuff?
Yes, absolutely. UC Davis, already those days, I went there in 1985, was an amazing school where you were taught and learn about grape growing and wine, and you had the library was open 24 hours a day, things that in Italy those days was quite unusual. And it was pretty specific in certain subjects. So.
Sure. And here you are. First thing I want to talk about, though, is this big, beautiful bottle. Because you had a competition for the label.
Yeah.
3 artists. You got down to 3 artists. First of all, why do this?
But because often, as we often know, artists they become rich and famous after dying.
Yes.
And in meantime, they have quite a tough time. So the idea behind it was to help these young artists. So we did a competition to interpret our estate of Montalcino called Castel Giocondo, and the artists that they take pictures of the estate, of what they really wanted within the estate, and then there was a commission of people really into art.
Right, you were not on it. You said,
I was kicked out right away.
I'm with you. I'd rather taste the wine in the bottle.
And then, exactly. And so, no, we wanted to do something very, I would say, nice and professional. And this is the lady that actually was selected best. She took a picture in the tank where the grapes are fermented. Just after fermentation, she entered inside the tank and she took a picture from down up. And it looks like an eye, but it's actually a tank.
It's beautiful. It's so, I think it's awesome, too, that you're supporting the arts in the midst of all this. 30th generation, you're bringing all this stuff in. This is such a great story, too. Tell everyone quickly that prisoners are making wine.
This little island, prisoner island, off the coast of Tuscany.
So it's only prisoners?
Only prisoners.
Only penitentiary?
Only penitentiary. Only if you have a special permit, you can go on the island. Or if they take you there, it's a bad story. But
so you don't want to take residence there.
And
they called you.
And they called me because in this little island there is a vineyard, there's the cellar, there is animals, there is a farm pretty much. And the idea is to give a know-how to these prisoners that they are at the end of their sentence. There are 50 prisoners on the island.
Okay.
And they have to become skilled on doing something. So the hope is that when they are released, they don't do naughty things again.
So this wine is being made totally on the island, totally by the prisoners.
Exactly. And we...
so you're going to distribute it? You're the one that's going to sell it.
But also, myself in the last year plus 14 months, I've been going there almost every month. And then other 3 people of my team, they go there regularly also. And we teach the prisoner how to cultivate the vineyard the best. Now we have a project of enlarging the vineyard. There is only 2 acres, so a tiny
but I think this is something that is your legacy right here. All the things you're doing to help the rest of the world with your family's history here.
There is a lot of people that are very talented out there. A lot of people that have not been as lucky as we've been, and so you have to give a message of hope also to these other people.
quickly, let's talk about the new property you bought, as if you don't have enough. This is the most recent one, correct?
Yes, this is the most recent. This is called Ammiraglia.
How many vineyards now under your umbrella?
7-ish.
7.
Yeah.
So this makes 8.
Yeah.
Okay. And what are we making here?
Here we are in the south part of Tuscany, and we are fairly close to the sea. You can actually, from the winery, you have this beautiful sea,
nice.
and you have the Mediterranean in front of you. And there is planted, most of it is Sangiovese, but then there is a good amount of Syrah, and we are making also a Syrah. The beauty of it is to, when you open a bottle of wine, you want to know where it comes from. So you Google it, you go out there, and you want to know everything about it. And then the next thing, that if you really become curious, jump on a plane and come and see the wine.
And that is exactly what everyone should do. Property is gorgeous. I've had the utmost pleasure of being there. Umberto, it's so great to see you. I know you're in town for the wine experience, so if you're in town, you're going to it, go taste his wines. They're to die for. Luce, again, is my favorite. Congratulations on your president's title.
Grazie. Thank you very much.
Love a glass of wine.